What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, to the first owner road to glory. I'm going to be going over the 5 at the back formation, the 3-5-2. If you can't beat them, join them. Go ahead and hit that like and that subscribe button so we can make more of these videos so I get a little bit more time freedom so I can help you guys out. This is the formation, the 3-5-2. Now, the reason why I chose this formation to counter any 5 at the back is because you have these two CDMs. There's no other 5 at the back formation that has CDMs where you can put the instruction cut passing lanes on them. It allows you to defend a little bit better, and it also allows you to attack a little bit better because now you have right mids and left mids instead of wing backs. Because with the wing backs, it takes them a little while longer to move up the field, and with the right mids and left mids, they're already kind of a little bit higher than a left back and right back, but I still have these guys on comeback on defense. So with a comeback on defense, they kind of drop deep. So they'll make a 5 at the back. So you're literally gonna defend in a 5-2 and then a 1-2. Um, if you feel like it's not defensive enough for you, like where you need a little bit more help defending, then you can either drop one of the strikers to drop back. You can put them on comeback on defense, or you could put your cam on comeback on defense. I suggest not putting your cam on comeback on defense, because when he does, he'll drop all the way to like the left side or the right side instead of like in the middle for some weird reason, and then you lose your counter attack possibility, because that's the whole point of this formation. You defend in a 5, so Payet will be next to Araujo, and then Jarzinho will be next to Desai. So those will be your 5 back. You got your two CDMs, and then you got Nkunku as your cam with these two strikers with the little triangle of death, as I call them. So as soon as you send it to Nkunku, you got Zidane and Cruyff making runs in behind. Zidane's probably not the best player for this position, but I've been playing him there recently. Uh, Anywho, you want to get 99 pace if you can, or at least 92, 93, 94 plus a hunter. Mbappe works perfect here, by the way, and Cruyff. Um, you basically want to have this little triangle of death so you can kind of send them on quick through balls, just like send them. Because then, think about it. If you're playing against this formation, which, let me see, everybody's trying to play right now, this formation, or if you're playing against, which is the other one that's very popular right now, this one. So if you're playing, so you're playing with this one, and you're playing against this formation. Look, when they attack, these guys are already a little bit higher by default. Their right mid and left mid, and then their center mids are already higher too because they're not CDMs. So they're literally only going to be defending with these three. So you're literally going to have, you're literally going to, what did I do? You're literally going to have a 3v3 situation right here. A 3v3 situation at all times. So you can kind of just get straight at them, like attack them and basically beat their defensive shape before they get into their defensive shape, if that makes sense. Anywho, let's get into the instructions. I think I messed it up because I pressed X on the other formation, but let's get into it because I still know how it works. Okay, so this is what I use. I use balance, 37 width, 72 depth, balance, 4 runs, 45, 3 players in the box, corners and free kicks, 1 and 1. That's what I play with. I play on old gen. I prefer old gen than new gen. But if you're on new gen, you might want to switch forward runs to direct passing. And you might want to, well, that's it. Because if you like the auto side strap, you like the auto side strap. Now on both gens, on old gen, let's say, if you don't like the 72 deck because it's too high for you, then we're going to drop it down to anywhere from 50 to 55. Try not to go any lower than that, just because if you're playing center backs, kind of like Araujo, for example, his transition speed on a 45 det is not as fast. His acceleration is not that good, but his sprint speed is good. So you kind of want to play a little bit higher up. So if you do get countered, hopefully you don't, but if you do get countered, it allows him to get to quicker top speed as fast as he can. So you kind of chase him down, right? It gives you more room for mistakes, if that makes sense. Because if you play too low, if you play like a 45, if you get caught on a mistake, that's it. That's game over. They're gonna score. Everybody has team of the season players, super fast players, you know. So try to play like a 55 det. New gen, same thing, 57 to like 60. Leave it around there. Anything higher than that, might as well go for the auto offside trap. And then width, I put at 45. If you're playing against somebody that is playing a 5 at the back or that's playing a very narrow formation, Then in the game, you're just gonna press the D-pad tactics, the up arrow, and you're gonna press hug the sideline so you make your right mid and your left mid touch the sideline so you spread out the whole field, and that way you can control the whole game. Because with this formation, you can't control the game. You just have to know how to play it. So please practice this formation as much as you can. Just practice, practice, practice before you get into some games because it is a learning curve at the beginning. That's why a lot of people kind of stay away from this one because it's a learning curve. If you even need help with learning how to play this formation, then start off with the 5-2-1-2. I'll make a video on that one too. So you can kind of start off on that one and learn that one, and then you can go on this one because this one is a more quote-unquote advanced formation, if that makes sense. So I kind of messed up the custom instructions, so let me get into them so I can fix it again. So it comes across the sweeper keeper on the goalie, on the three center backs, stay back while attacking. Both CDMs is going to be cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover center. You can make it more attacking and put one of them on balanced attack, but I don't because I can manually move them up myself. If you can't manually move your CDM up by yourself, then you can go ahead and put balanced attack to add one more player in the box. Your right mid and your left mid are going to be on comeback on defense. That is it. I used to have get into box or cross, but if you have get into box or cross, it takes them longer to drop back to defend and to hit that 5 at the back. So I just put them right here on basic because I do a lot of 1-2s. If you've seen any of my streams, if you've seen any of my live gameplay, I do a lot of 1-2s. So if I do a lot of 1-2s with, like, example, Jarzinho on the left side, I still have Payet on the right side that won't go all the way up and will drop back and make at least a 4 in the back while I'm waiting for this guy to drop back, if that makes sense. Also, your center mids, make sure you have somebody that's super pacey, that has at least 85 sprint speed or above, plus a shadow or anchor, something that gives them sprint speed, like Gavi, for example, because you will get countered sometimes. And when you get countered, you need to be able to run back with your CDMs and don't spread apart your center backs. Just run back with your CDMs, okay? So left mid, come back on defense. Right mid, come back on defense. Your cam is going to be stay forward again to box or cross. And then, do I have him on stay forward? Yeah, I have, no. Yes, I have him stay forward again to box or cross. If you feel like it's too attacking, you could take out the get into box or cross and you can just leave it as stay forward. That way they don't run beyond your two strikers because your two strikers are going to be stay central getting behind both of them. And you could put stay forward to make them even more attacking if you want to. I just have them like this, stay central getting behind on both of them. If you want to make them more attacking, put stay forward. If not, just stay central getting behind on both. And this one stay forward. If you want to make it even more attacking, then you put get into a box or cross. That allows you to, like example, sometimes let's say I have Payet on this side, I pass it to Sedan, and Kunku will already be making the run around them, if that makes sense. So it's completely up to you however you want to play that. If you want to make the cam, make extra runs, get into box or cross. If you want them to just stay as a cam, put basic, okay? And then formation or the players that you should use. I'll go over this like super quickly. Just get top tier center backs, best center backs you can get. Whenever you can get this IE, get this IE. If you need them, if you got Sergio Ramos, play Sergio Ramos. Araujo, please unlock him. Do whatever you can to get him on chemistry to play him because he's one of the best center backs in the game. You can put Bonucci here. In the middle, just make sure you put the one that has the highest acceleration, because the higher acceleration allows him to defend a little bit better and allows him to be more of a quote-unquote ball carrier at the back, so a ball playing center back. So for me, Sergio Ramos is right in the middle. If you unlock Bonucci, you can put Bonucci there too. He gets the job done. Two CDMs, make sure that they're actual box-to-box players. You can put CDMs here too if you want. Or you can do one and one. You could do one CDM and one box to box, but don't put two CDMs. So just put one and one. So for me, I got Pirlo and Gavi. Just make sure you get somebody super fast. Your right mid and left mid, they can be all in all wingers. Jarzinho, Payet, Aloeran, anybody. Theo Walcott flashback, Diaby. Put somebody here, preferably somebody that's a high, because that allows them to drop deeper. Or a high medium if you could do that. Try not to do high low. High low is more for strikers. Then Cam, if you can do full birthday Kunku, if you have him, something that's a 5-star, 5-star. Um, you know who your best player is. You want to put him there or your smoothest one on the ball. And then two strikers. Just make sure you have fast, pacey strikers, 5-star, 5-star, or 5-star weak foot, something like that, depending on if you do skill moves or not. For me, I have Cruyff and Sedan. Sedan is my hold-up player, so I do send him on a lot of runs. And then I send him the ball, L2 shield, and then I do quick 1-2s to send it to Cruyff. Cruyff is my actual finisher in this game, in this formation. But yeah, I know I went through a lot. Hopefully that made sense. Let me know if you guys have any questions down below, or if you want to see some gameplay on how I actually play the 352. I don't get a lot of interaction on gameplay, so I'm not really going to record it unless you guys request me. Um, but yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Hit that like and that subscribe button too. Let me know how your weekend league goes. Peace.